Quad Minds YouTube channel, back with another video. Somewhere where it's very peaceful, very quiet. It's real nice out here. But today's video is about going quiet. It's very important for us to go quiet. The essential benefits of going quiet, you alleviate a lot of stress, you add a lot of peace to your life, but most importantly, you just keep a lot of people out your business and you get to move and operate the way you want to move. But before we jump into the video, as always, like before, how are y'all doing out there? How's y'all day going? What's been on your mind? What's been bothering you? And here we are with a video. I'm literally like one of three people at the park right now. It's important to ask yourself, how are you doing? It's important to ask yourself, how's your life going? How are you evaluating yourself? How are you feeling overall? Because honestly, you matter to you more than you matter to others. And on top of that, other people's problems and concerns should not be your main thing if you're not in a position to help others. If you don't have the resources and opportunities to help others, you got to just fall back. But even on top of that, if you do have the resources and the opportunities, you got to keep it at a minimum. You can't really help everybody with everything. And truth be told, just going quiet. Like, just listen to this place. It's peaceful. It's very relaxing. There's not much going on here at all. You honestly, you gotta do it, man. And lately, a lot of things have been like bothering me. A lot of things been kind of influencing my opinions and decision making. And sometimes you just gotta fall back from that. Sometimes you gotta remove yourself from that picture so you can do what you gotta do. Now, honestly, looking into your personal life, just take a few seconds right now and just ask yourself, what's been bothering you, what's been getting to you, and write it down. I write a lot of things down in my journal. I write a lot of things down in my books. I highlight a lot of things in the books that I read. And right now, currently in my life, it's financials on top of just dealing with the everyday stress of just people telling you what you should do or how you should do it. Now, what happens is you take the advice and you take the information, you take, the steps on how to do certain things, but everybody's life is different. Everybody's life is different. No matter how many autobiographies you read, no matter how many biographies you read, no matter how many self-help books you read, no matter how many how-to books, step process, procedure books, it don't matter. Everybody's life is different. There are different circumstances and different time phrases and different points in life in which we were born, and also when we encounter certain situations in our life. So what's for you isn't for everybody else. And what's for everybody else may not be for you. But on top of that, it's all about timing and it's all about precision. But at the same time, think about your current life. How much noise is in your life? How often do you get to hear yourself? For example, currently right now in my life, social media, friends, family, just outer influences have been dictating a lot of the things in my life that have, they've just been bothering me. A lot of these things have been bothering me. But because it's so much noise and your attention is drawn so many places, you got to step off. You got to step out of the picture. You got to remove yourself. You got to remove yourself. You got to get out of the way sometimes. And what happens is you'll be able to hear yourself think again. You'll be able to hear yourself talk. You'll be able to just reduce the stress in your life. So that's one thing. I got rid of the social media. I got rid of it. No Instagram, no Twitter, no Snapchat, no TikTok. Just so many apps Because what happens is now you got all these people involved into your world from all these different areas where you know some of them, you may not know some of them, but everybody gives their input on how you should do something when they're not you. Now, to others, they say that may not matter to them, that doesn't bother them. But on another side is you want all this approval and acceptance from so many people that when you feel like you're not living up to your best, you start going away from trying to improve for yourself. So now you're looking at the outside world, wondering, are they going to accept me for this? Are they going to do this and that? Are they going to approve what I'm saying? Are they going to accept this fashion trend? Are they going to accept this hairstyle? Are they going to accept all these different things about what about my haircut, how my teeth look, how tall I am, how short I am, how big, how small, what color I am? Yo, you got to get off them social media apps and get back to things like this. Nature at its finest. It's so beautiful, it's so pretty, it's so serene, it's so tranquil out here. Because once you implement this into your life, the quietness, you implement this into your life, it starts fixing other parts of your life. And this is what I fell away from. This is what I got away from. Yo, you haven't seen me on social media in months. Even on YouTube. Check the last time a video dropped all the way up until this point this video came out. Man, it took a while. It took a while for the videos to drop. You have to step away from everything that you're doing, even some of the projects. Sometimes you gotta fall back. And when you fall back, you step away from those things. What happens is now you're able to restructure yourself, replan, repurpose yourself, rebrand, reimage, rebuild, redo, repeat. Everything you need to do so you can improve your life and get better. That's honestly what's been going on in my personal life. That's why people haven't been seeing me anywhere. But maybe, just maybe, it's time for you to try something different. Same like me. I had to try something different. I got up out of there. It was just too much noise going on. Like, think about it. You flying all over the city, you running back and forth, you doing all these things. Your routine not in place, your structure not in place. And I'm not saying you got to go all the way out the way like I did with the social media, no contact, no nothing. But sometimes great leaders, great men, great women had to go into isolation. And sometimes it be for long periods of time. That's another thing. I got rid of the social media, but then I went into isolation. So on top of that isolation period, that noise becomes loud on that side. There's not any material possessions, any items, any distractions, any TV, any gaming, nothing going on to distract you from your purpose. And what is your purpose? That's for you to figure out. But sometimes I feel like you got to get to places like this to figure that out. Now, what happens is that noise got super loud. And over a period of time, isolation can ultimately have you deteriorating, have you in a space where you're not really progressing. You're kind of being stagnant, but over time it keeps dropping and dropping and dropping. But another thing I noticed is sometimes you was just on a high and life got to level you back out. It got to bring you back down to where you once was. But at this point I'm back at the base ground level, but everything that I've gained and improved in life is still with me. I'm just learning how to use it and do it on a lower level. That way you don't draw any attention to yourself. You don't draw unwanted attention, unwanted noise, unwanted say-so, unwanted drama. And honestly, you got to live a peaceful, quiet life. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're stepping into a social media space where you're using content to try to improve your life, hey, that just come with it sometimes. People are going to have an insight and an input on your life. They're going to know what's going on. And that's up to you to try to figure that out. Or try to change it or re-rock it. Or hey, that's really up to you. So we got the isolation. We got the social media. We got rid of social media. We got rid of the isolation. We got into the space where just being by ourselves. Not getting rid of isolation. We got into a space where isolation is needed. Now you have to recenter yourself. Step back out there. Start finding friend groups and friend settings that make sense to what you're doing. And then on top of that, go places by yourself. Sometimes that noise is loud because you're waiting on everybody else to approve and accept you. So you're not going to do or try anything. There's nothing wrong with stepping out for yourself, stepping into the world by yourself. You will feel better. I promise you will. Go try a different food, try a different sport, go to a different gym, work out at another place, go to a different coffee shop or library and read a book. But that noise, it gets removed. Another thing, your creativity comes back. I've been spending more time reading and writing, going in my journal. Yo, pick a different spot to read a book. Deep dive in a book that catches your attention. And once you figure that part out, it makes you feel better. You become more like in tune with reading. You're able to pick up on more words. You're able to interpret what you're reading. It's cognitive skills. You become better at just comprehension overall. And it makes you feel good because now when you step back out in the world, when people haven't seen you in a while, dang, where you been at? How you been? What's been going on? And you just let the work speak for itself. But man, listen, social media has us in front of people 24/7 online. Then when we step out in the world, we're around those same people that we just saw on social media. Yo, give yourself a break. Just give yourself a break. You gotta kill it, man. You gotta go quiet. I'm telling you, once you go quiet, everything starts to feel better and better and better and better. So you got to ask yourself that question. What do you need to quiet in your life? Quiet Minds YouTube channel.